Welcome to Mining Investment China conference here in Shanghai. So perhaps you can introduce yourself to our audience.
Right, thank you. My name is Dmitry Suschov. I'm a private investor in the mining space. I've been in a number of mining projects from exploration to production. So one of the recent was the PCI coal, where we put it to production in 2011, and we grew it into 2.5% global market share in PCI coal, selling across the globe, from Brazil to Europe and China, of course, with some major clients like Bao Steel, like Hebei Steel, like Zhanglong, and smaller ones, private steelmakers like Xilin. Recently sold machine this business, and now I'm focused on the metals projects, so-called green metals, which are driven by the electric vehicles that are gradually taking their market share. So these metals are cobalt, nickel, and copper, as well as I'm in the gold and PGM space, palladium and platinum, where the market is also very good in terms of the supply and demand disbalance, with South Africa taking the major share in the production, like 50% in palladium and 80% in platinum space, and production declining there, with the consumption growing year by year. The gap is being filled by the ready-made product stock, which is depleting. So I expect the physical deficit to happen in this space in 1 or 2 years' time, in palladium maybe next year, and platinum 2 years' time. So similar to what happened at PCI coal, when the prices end of 2016 went up from $50 to $20 within just $200 within just a few months' time. So like 4 times growth, because the market hit the physical deficit, no stock, and at the same time it's very difficult to come to production for new companies. It's just long-term investment cycle for mining, and a lot of mines were closed within the low price period for a few years' time. So that's what I do. I have one project in production already, and the other one I'm taking to production. And this one is with Sinus Steel from China, which is a state-owned company. That is our EPC contractor. We signed EPC contract. It's a turnkey solution for building this project and taking it to capacity. And Sinus Steel is providing 85% of the financing in the form of a loan, which is 10-year debt facility, 3.5% above the 6 months LIBOR.
So as a speaker here at Mining Investment China, how has it benefited you?
I see that China is now taking practical steps in terms of investments in the mining space in different countries, and Russia in particular, because Chinese companies have been looking at Russia for quite some time. For example, in the coal space where I've been active, the companies like Shenhua and China Coal were looking aggressively, but nothing happened. Now we see practical steps like, for example, Fosun from China is buying 10% share in the Russian largest gold producer, Polish Gold. Sinus Steel, our partner, signed legally binding agreements with us on the EPC and the financing. So after many years of mining being very low, now we see that the prices are picking up, and the big Chinese companies like Fosun, like Sinus Steel and others are taking practical steps, making actual investments in Russian business.
So we hope you had a good experience here with us at this conference, and we hope to see you again at other conferences as well.
Thank you very much for inviting me. I appreciate it, and very grateful to speak here.
Thank you very much.